Hello, everybody. I'm Will.
I'm Kristen.
This is So I'm Watching American Horror Stories.
Let's do the whole thing.
Episode 5, Ball.
Baal, yeah. That was your best Chandler.
This one was fine.
I liked it.
It was fine.
Yeah.
We were feeling real bleak after
The Christmas one.
3 and 4.
Yeah.
And
well, the drive-in one wasn't terrible.
you were fine with the drive-in one, but
The Christmas one was real kick to the nuts.
There were several factors with this one that I think worked for it. The first of which was Billie Lourd.
100%.
I think it really does wonders when we have someone that we're familiar with, or there's that gimmick.
And I had 4.
There were people we were familiar with in all of them, but Billie Lourd is certified AHS.
Well, 100% yes. I just have very fond memories of all 4 of them. Billie Lourd, Ronan Rubinstein, Virginia Gardner, and Jake Choi. So I'm a big fan of all 4 of them.
Well, there was also Vanessa Williams. Not that Vanessa Williams.
Not that Vanessa Williams, because I was like, when's Vanessa Williams get here? And then I was like, oh. But she was in the old Candyman, and she's going to be in the new Candyman as the same character, which I had no idea.
She was fine. I did miss Maren Dungy a little bit. It was a similar
role,
vibe.
Yeah.
But Billie Lourd is interesting to me.
Yeah.
She is what I would classify as a fine actress. She's not necessarily, she's not a revelation to behold. She's serviceable.
I think she is a revelation. Given the right material, I don't consider this the correct material. I think she's a revelation on Scream Queens.
Well, and Booksmart.
Yes, those characters are a very her kind of thing, but they're also there's not a lot of drama. There's not a lot of seriousness.
There was not a lot of pathos in this, and the story thought there was. Billie she did a fine job. I think that's fine, and I Emma Roberts falls into a similar category. I think Emma is a little bit more honed than Billie is at this point, because Billie is still relatively new. But I think there's something to be said for someone who can come in and do a job. And I mean, she gets us there. She gets us what we need. Having said all that, there is something that is captivating about her. I don't know if it's her mother and grandmother's face on her face. I don't know if it's the gravitas of the legacy of all of this, but there was just the whole episode, just the mere fact I was looking at her was doing about 24% of the lifting. Yeah,
she's got that X factor. She's got the thing that makes you want to look at her, even though she's not doing quote unquote amazing. She is getting it done.
This was very Rosemary's Baby. But different than the episode 3 and 4. I was immediately interested in and invested in this couple. I was interested in and invested in their struggle.
Yeah.
I bought into the couple so much so that spoilers abound. The reveal that he was 2-timing her, I felt a little dumb I didn't see it coming.
Me too. I was like, oh shit. I really should have figured that out.
All the pieces were there. Yeah. And also I clocked his skeezy necklace. I thought it was an oversight on productions.
I thought the necklace might play into something because he took it off before they conceived the baby, and I was a little curious about that. But you're right, and
it was very PacSun 2001.
Yeah, long-time listeners and viewers will know that I have a really tough time watching infertility stuff because it makes me just sad. Not because of any personal trauma, it just makes me very sad for other people. But so you're right. I was immediately there with them in their struggle and being sad.
They had a good balance. They weren't overselling it, which they could have.
All I've ever wanted is a baby, they did not do that.
She's a Southern belle for one scene. Virginia Gardner also brought a little bit something that didn't need that wasn't required for the character of Bernadette.
She's really good at that. Go watch Runaways on Hulu.
Oh,
yeah.
I know who she is now. Yeah.
She was also in the Halloween remake, or not remake, the new Halloween that came out a couple years ago.
Yeah, so much so that I was actually a little bit more betrayed by Bernadette than I was by Matt.
Yeah.
Matt Webb. Oh, a web of lies.
Oh. He is on 911 Lone Star.
Mhm.
Yeah.
It was a little bit on, it was light on horror. It was not light on extremely ill mixed sound cues and jump scares.
Yeah.
There were all of the dialogue was here, and it had
It was so quiet. We had this turned up to like 30 on the volume.
Well, there was a real sort of like, I need to go check on my baby. And it was like, oh God, like there was just really, really loud, jarring. The demon, I guess, Baal we'll go with. It was a demon.
It was fine.
It was the rubber suit.
Yeah.
I appreciated the fact that at least at the end the wings moved.
Yeah. Do you know what it looks kind of like is from Bob's Burgers when they it's the Christmas episode and it's called the Bleakin and it's like the anti-Santa Claus that comes and steals the kids' presents. It's very funny.
And I mean, even the I guess the friends part they could have done. I don't know, because I guess they could have done a better job really selling the skeeviness of the friends, but.
It was skeevy enough.
Yeah.
It was the skeeviest that he was doing it. So it's sort of like, eh. Although that was such a long game. I'm gonna fall in love with and marry this heiress so that I can then gaslight her about a demon baby. And I'm just like,
well, it almost seemed like the plan came after the fact.
Yeah, maybe because they had to enlist Virginia Gardner somehow, and like if this goes back as far as setting up with her with the job at the fertility clinic, then I'm just like
Well, because the way he propositioned it, or he like proposed it like it was this like huge evil plan, but then he's like, oh, I did like you, I just didn't want a baby, because she was right with the whole like we were already married. I mean,
what you had all my money anyway.
Maybe episode 5 of American Horror Stories doesn't hold up to a lot of scrutiny.
Yeah.
But
she also just though was being so generous with her money. So it's sort of like it's not like she was like, earn your keep on NCIS or I'll kick you out.
I am fine with that whole thing with the makeup. That is true that special effects makeup takes a long time to put on. It is, however, not just a rubber piece that is glued to your face.
I was like, I feel like if it took that long to put on, it would take longer than that to take off.
I'm fine with the way that she ended up in league with the demon. However, there was a part of me that wished that, well, they did what I wanted. The whole time I'm like, if she's doing actual magic, it doesn't matter if it's coming from a place of deception. I was like, summoning a demon is summoning a demon.
100%.
Like, and so part of me wished that the demon was just sort of summoned by the short-sightedness or the foolhardiness of their plan. I didn't need the double sting that she was like, I'm already screwed, I might as well give it another go. I think I would have rather. But then we didn't get that sweet, like, her in league with the demon. I don't know. It was very...
In League...
Very goosebumps.
In League, though, feels even a little not correct because he was like, okay, let me go now. Like, let me go away from you.
She's now a slave master.
Yeah.
we're dealing on genie terms.
Yeah, a little bit.
And then the baby Aaron was just there for the party. He was only here for the food. Like I said, not the worst waste of an hour of my life.
And definitely better than last week. So there was that for it.
I don't see a long life for this show. I
suspect it will be these 16 episodes and that's it. Yeah.
Really? 16.
I discovered today that for the entire month of September and most of October, we will be watching and recapping 3 Ryan Murphy shows per week. So stick around if you want to keep watching this or the new season of American Horror Story or Impeachment, American Crime Story Impeachment, because we will be watching and talking about all 3.
One of them will be good, and one of them will have mermaids. The jury's out on which of those will be the case.
Yeah.
which will be which.
Yeah. Yeah, we'll see.
So that's what I do think was missing from the impeachment.
Mermaids.
There weren't enough tits out. Yeah.
Tits out.
Actually, there were plenty of tits out. That was an ill-conceived joke on my part. Sarah Paulson as Linda Tripp as Madison the Mermaid.
Perfect.
I don't know.
Perfect casting.
Cut me off.
I love it.
Hope you liked and subscribed and commented and blew a kiss at the screen and stick around.
We feel those when they come through.
It was a smack.
Oh God, not like that. Okay, goodbye.